Dave, the bye didn't come at the best time in terms of you swept Edmonton the weekend before to get to 4-2. Team looks to be playing really well, but the schedule is what it is. Just first tell us how you used the bye to best help the team, and then your thoughts on facing Toronto this weekend.
Oh, it just took, we've taken a break from playing, obviously, and, we haven't had any practice. So all we've been focused on really is getting our pregame scouting reports out and our video analysis out to the guys so that they can mentally prepare for the challenge this weekend.
And always an exciting game when Calgary faces Toronto. Looks like it'll be the first matchup this season. Your thoughts on facing the Rock? Your thoughts on what you've seen of them so far?
Well, I mean they're the number one ranked team in the league. They're a Champions Cup finalist last year, and they're expected to win it all this year. And so we're gonna do what we can to bring as much respect as we can for where they sit in the league. And anytime you get to play against Troy and Terry and Johnny Lovell, who Troy and Terry were mentors to a number of us in Calgary, and the greatest respect that we can give them is to come out and give them our best game, and that's what we intend to do.
Okay, thanks, Dave. On the Toronto side of things, Terry coming off the 9-7 loss at Boston, still leading the East with a 4-2 record. Your thoughts on that game, and then also on facing the Roughnecks this weekend?
Well, we're obviously looking forward to it, and mostly because of some of the ties that Troy and I still have with a few of those guys who are on the championship side of things with us back in '09. So it's always good to compete against guys like that. And as I say, once I can clear the smoke out of the way that Pymmer just threw out there, really looking forward to it.
Okay, thanks, Terry. And a reminder for all, this game will be broadcast live in Canada on TSN2. It's 7 o'clock Eastern, 5 p.m. Mountain on Saturday. Fans in the U.S. can watch the game live on the NLL Network at NLL.com. Let's go ahead and open up for questions. Calgary and Toronto. We have Dave Pym and Terry Sanderson.
Hi, it's Jordan Maxwell for NLL.com. My question is for Terry. I just wanted to ask, the last two games, you guys have kind of sputtered defensively. What's it going to take to get your offense back this time around?
Well, to say it's not a concern, I'd be lying to you. We're not. I mean, we got to give credit to Buffalo and to Boston last week on how they did defend us. But we do feel that we have a pretty good group there, and we've got to get back to doing some of the things that John and Troy have been preaching, and the guys have just got to work at it all the time, and not for a couple of shifts, and then take shifts off. And we know we're real familiar with what Calgary's going to throw at us defensively, and I believe this is going to be the true test, because they've got a very athletic group, and they make you think and they make you move. So our guys have got to put in their time and be thinking about just what's going to be thrown at them on Saturday night.
Terry Danilica with the Toronto Sun. How important is this as a statement game, if you will? I mean, you guys have matching records heading into this, and a little bit of history between the two of you. So, what does this game mean to you guys?
I don't think it's a statement game. I think it's probably a little early for that. If it was an Eastern opponent, maybe so. But it's too, like we both find ourselves in first place in our divisions right now. Everything is so tight, whether we deserve to be there or whether Calgary deserves to be there. People are going to have their own arguments to that. But we just like the fact that we're going to be going up arguably against the best D in the league. And we need to, as the previous question, we need to get our offense to, come here and show that we're capable of putting up some numbers against a good defensive team.
And follow-up here, Terry. The power play, as I'm sure you know, isn't playing so well so far this year. How do you guys look to improve on that?
Well, all we can do is put in our time, which we do it at practice. From being one of the best power play units last year to being, if I'm not mistaken, one of the worst, if not the worst, in the league percentage-wise this year. if we had if we had an answer for that, we would be we'd be on our way. But it's just something, you get your chances, and we've just got to be a little more aware of our guys are on the PP unit, and maybe move the ball a little bit better.
Dave, this
Question
is
for
Marissa
Dave.
and Jemmy from SB Nation. How important has Mike Poland been for the Roughnecks this season?
He's been incredibly important. He's the guy in the cage that gives us an opportunity to win on any night, and he's made some saves he ought not to have made. He's stopping the ones he should, and he gives us the opportunity to win every night. So, he's one of the key ingredients to our success.
Okay, Marissa, thanks. I believe we had another reporter with a question.
Yeah, Andy McNamara from NL Network, play-by-play for the Toronto Rock. Question for Dave. Talk a bit about the play of Rookie of the Month, Curtis Dixon, and what his play's added to this team this year.
He's been great, like all of our guys. He comes with an incredible work ethic, brings his lunch pail and, that kind of a work ethic to the rink every night. And, he's absorbing a lot early, but, he's taking advantage of the opportunities that he and his teammates are creating, and good on him, because he's a fantastic quality kid.
All right, I'd like to ask Terry his thoughts and his experience on how tight this division is. The East lost the team last year, and the players are spread around, and you got 5 teams that are separated by 1 game, and I just wanted to know, in your experience, if you've ever seen it this tight and this competitive.
Never. It's the parity. I think the parity throughout the league is the best it's ever been, and when people talk about on any given night, which it comes up in conversation a lot in our circles, and it truly is on any given night, anybody can beat anybody, and I think that's what makes our league so great. You don't have that that huge difference from 1 through 10, and it makes it something that you have to come prepared every night, and if not, you will have a lesson taught.
Okay. Thanks very much. We're going to conclude our discussion of this game. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Terry, for joining us, guys. Best of luck Saturday. We'll talk to you again next time.
See you the weekend, Pimmer.
You betcha, buddy.